Maria from the World Intellectual Property Organization. Welcome to our series of Madrid How-To, our tutorial videos of the Madrid system. In each episode, we explain a different transaction. Let's begin. How to extend the protection of your international registration via the subsequent designation. Today, we will show you how to expand the geographical coverage of your existing international registration by adding further countries or regions through a subsequent designation. When do you request a subsequent designation? Once the international registration is recorded in the international register. You cannot request a subsequent designation during the examination of the international trademark application. In other words, you cannot request a subsequent designation before your trademark is registered and you have an international registration number. You may also instruct WIPO that the subsequent designation should take effect after the recording of another event, for example, a change or a request for renewal. When is subsequent designation via the Madrid system not possible? New contracting parties can declare that it is not possible to record subsequent designations for international registrations that were recorded before the date it joined the Madrid system. Let's look at an example. Brazil joined the Madrid system on October 2nd, 2019, and made such declaration. If you are a trademark holder and you have an international registration recorded before that date, you cannot extend the protection to Brazil by a subsequent designation. You would need to apply for another international registration designating Brazil. How do you request a subsequent designation? The easiest way to request a subsequent designation is through our online service here. However, if you do not wish to use the subsequent designation online service, or if you need to send special instructions to WIPO, such as the subsequent designation should be processed after the recording of a change in the international registration concerned, you must use Form MM4. The PDF form can be sent directly to WIPO via Contact Madrid or through the office of the contracting party of the holder. What is the effective date of a subsequent designation? If you submit your request directly to WIPO, the effective date of the subsequent designation will be the date that WIPO received the request, rather than the date of the international registration. However, if you have instructed WIPO that the subsequent designation should take effect after the recording of a change, then the date of the subsequent designation will be the day after the recording of the change. Let's talk about the renewal. As you may recall, the international registration has only one renewal date, which applies to all contracting parties designated in an international registration at the time of renewal, including any subsequent designation. Therefore, your subsequent designation does not have an independent 10-year period, but it expires on the same date as the international registration to which it relates. Consider the timing of requesting a subsequent designation when the international registration is close to the renewal date, as discussed in the previous Madrid How-To video on renewals. You can watch it here. Now, a tip. Remember that all the subsequent designations, even those recorded one day before the renewal, will be taken into account when calculating the renewal fee. How much does it cost? The fees for subsequent designations consist of basic fee 300 Swiss francs, complementary fee 100 Swiss francs, or individual fee which varies for each designated contracting party included in the request. To estimate your subsequent designation fees, you can use the fee calculator. How can you track the status of your request? On the Madrid System website, in Madrid Monitor, under the Real-Time Search tab, you can check the status of your request. For more information about the subsequent designation, check out the Madrid System website under How to manage your international registration or reach us via Contact Madrid. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next Madrid How-To video. Subscribe to our newsletter so you do not miss it. See you next time.